There's a surgery where like they put these like cranks in your bones on your legs, and then like every like month, I'll say, they twist it a little, and it basically like medieval tortures your legs longer. See what women do to guys. We go to lengths of like literally Renaissance torture.
Absolutely not. Will I stand for this?
Welcome to Foster the Podcast.
All right, welcome to Foster the Podcast. Welcome back to Foster the Podcast, I should say. I am your host, Justin Foster. My co-host, professional life coach, Kristie Marie.
Hi.
I'm very excited about this episode. Our very funny comic, very good friend, and record holder of most appearances on the original Foster the Podcast, Matty Chymbor, everybody.
I'm going to keep that title going.
Yeah.
Whether I'm invited or not.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep showing up. That's crazy. What's the number?
I think 2. No,
Yeah, we have one returning guest.
You left your keys and you came back. I think you did the original show like 5 or 6 times.
I think it was 5, at least
That's
5.
crazy.
Yeah.
You were our most requested guest.
That's great. Well, you know.
Yeah.
It's exciting. I never got a trophy for it, but
You never got it?
I never got anything in the mail or any sort of placard or.
You must have moved. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I sent it. Did you?
It was sent.
It was sent,
Absolutely.
yeah.
It was sent.
That's crazy.
It was one of those boxes with the little finger, middle finger that
Yeah.
comes up.
Yeah.
Congrats. Yeah, that's huge. Well, all right.
Yeah. You were requested on this, so we decided to bring the show back, and you were the first name that
Kristie always holds it down.
came up.
When was it for you?
We both at the same time. We were
shouted
like,
1, 2, 3.
That's a lie.
That
It's a
really?
lie. Yeah.
I was
Don't
like,
give him any
No,
credit.
I know.
It was mostly Kristie. I thought you're too famous now. I didn't want to bug you.
Yeah, right.
You know what I
He's
mean?
fine.
Just traveling around the world.
They're all
Fine.
bot followers. It's fine. I'm literally faking it until this just crashes into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this podcast will help.
Maybe we'll say some things that get us canceled, pop our careers
Can't
off.
get canceled anymore, baby.
Oh, boy.
How old was that girl
boy.
you were just talking about?
Oh,
I remember.
no,
All right, come on. Isaac's horny. He's listening.
It's funny because you're dating a comic now, and now? It's been a long time. Apparently, I thought it was like I didn't think it was
We've
that
been
long.
dating since basically 2020, so
There you go.
it's a minute. What were you saying about her?
I wanted
though?
to ask because do you guys talk about each other's in your act?
You know, sorry, finish that.
No, because I know there's that sort of you go on after that person. You're like, that actually wasn't true.
I mean, you get it. I mean, not to lift the veil of comedy, but I feel like you take all girlfriends and make them one Voltron girlfriend.
One evil girlfriend.
So, like...
this chick's a nightmare.
Yeah, like, so I guess there are parts of that chunk that are her, but I wouldn't say I'm up there just... I mean, like, you have to just... For the sake, I can't be like, so my ex-girlfriend. I mean, that would just confuse people. So I guess I do talk about her, but I mean, I tread lightly. I feel like there's not much. It's interesting, like, because some relationships are so good about you're like, oh, I'm dating a sociopath, so this is easy.
Yeah.
And then some you're like, oh, I actually don't find much like dirt. I mean, it's weird. So I'm kind of in that now, which maybe that's why it's been lasting so long.
Good relationship, bad for material.
Yeah, like there's silly things like I do a joke about her how she reads erotic novels, so it's silly.
Yeah.
And then you have other ones where you're like, this bitch is crazy, like, where it's more like panic and like screaming for help. So, but like it's good. I mean, you know. So
Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it, but it's like I feel like a while ago when there's some topics that I just don't seek to find humor in, like unless it comes like naturally, like me coming up in like architecture, all that stuff. I'm like, why don't you joke about that? I go, because my brain just doesn't find it funny. And I think with her sometimes it's like I just want to leave that pure and not have to like start like watching her with a notepad. That seems kind of psychotic to do. Like after a while.
It also seems psychotic that people are telling you we need more architecture jokes.
Yeah. I'm like,
you're not
ew.
leaning into the architecture.
Yeah,
enough.
I'm like, what a boring ass show that would be. Like, what's up with these rulers that aren't even that long?
Do the foundation bit.
Yeah, I mean, so there's some things I'm just like, I can't. So I kind of like leaving. It gives it like, so you're already dating a comic, but it gives some normalcy to the relationship, which in the comedy world, doing normal things like going out or, you know, doing whatever, like it still feels like that. So, but don't get me wrong, when she does stuff, I'm like, yeah, all right, that needs to get in there somehow.
Does she do it to you?
Actually,
because
no.
you're a nightmare.
I mean, I'm not. I'm really
a sociopath.
Yeah, I'm crazy. No, honestly, like, not really. It's kind of this bizarre thing where she doesn't talk about me and I don't talk about her. I'm kind of like, I mean, she does the same thing where exes kind of come together, but she doesn't have much boyfriend shit, which maybe she does. I should let her. I'd be like, you can just shit on me if you want.
Yeah.
It's not gonna really bother me, but she doesn't do it.
That to me, that was always the rule. It's like, as long as it's funny.
I'm all for.
You know what I mean?
I would never in a million years be like, don't say that. I generally don't care because I know at the end of the day it's like the business. So who gives a crap? I mean, I've had exes be like, don't say that. You're like, I'm not being rude. I'm not pointing at you. So who gives a fuck? But
Yeah.
I mean, she's by all means she can do it. I don't care. Make fun of me. I like it. It's like this weird dominatrix.
I know you do like it. Yeah.
Hurt me.
That's why you came on the show so many times, so Kristie.
Yeah.
Just talk shit.
Dude, it's just it's my fetish. Just getting verbally spit on. It's hot, baby.
Verbally spit on's terrible.
No, it's a normal sentence.
Yeah.
We have to I mean, you're a life coach. You should be normalizing my life and rather than shooting me down.
Yeah.
Not you, Maddie.
Why?
Never you. I don't know.
know.
It's our thing. It's our bit. Everything that you're talking about right now is interesting because I always talk about relationships and like the difference between being in like a crazy relationship and then when you find someone that you just kind of are like on the same page with,
Right.
and how things just get like grounded and normal and not boring necessarily
not
or
at
lacking
all.
anything, but there's just not that like chaos and fear constantly going in the back of your head.
1,000,000%.
So it's funny that that's the way it manifests for you, is that like now that like you're like, I don't have any crazy jokes. I'm not screaming and crying for help anymore. Like things are
And
grounded in a different way.
It feels psychotic how quiet it is. It's like when you go outside and it's like quiet, you're like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Like literally, we never argue.
Yeah.
That's nice. I feel like walk with my shoes off on the beach in this one. And
Right.
the other ones I was sprinting away from.
On fire.
Just fucking chaos. I don't miss that. I mean, I don't know how people. That's why like single world and then going one of those relationships, you're like, Jesus Christ, it's like psychotic. It's probably not healthy for people, but
Yeah, it can't be physically healthy. Like you
No.
said, it definitely takes years off.
Keeps you alive, though.
yeah. These guys
Keeps you
do you
present.
think?
living the dream, baby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Maddie's my gym partner. You're right. We switched roles. You
I
and
know
Yeah.
you're the gym guy now with the trainer and
Single gym guy.
you look great though. I love
Thanks,
it.
man. Thank
Working out. I mean, I love how it's always interesting with like gym culture. You're like literally taking care of yourself physically. They're like, oh, you're a piece of shit. You're like, if you just talk about it.
Yeah.
So-
Right.
But it's like, I mean, you and I were just head cases with anxiety. You're like, I
Yeah.
have to like work out.
have to.
Or I will literally just shiver at night.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
yeah, we're LA fitness boys. That most
It's-
disgusting gym on
It is
earth.
a nightmare.
Yeah.
It is dude. The people that go there, it's like it'll be you and I, and it'll be like a dude showering in the.
I got yelled
a
at.
homeless guy showering.
I got yelled at by a guy because, like, in that gym, I was in an area that I guess wasn't allocated for working out, and I heard someone yell at me as my headphones were on as I was like doing something, and this guy, he was a psycho because he was looking over my head as he was yelling at me, and he's like, "Go work out here," and then finally, I'm actually proud of myself because usually in those moments I clam up and I get really red
Yeah.
and I don't know what to say, and I proceed to say, "Fuck you,"
There you
and I go, it was a guy who
Eloquent.
does gymnastics.
Oh, the guy
moves.
who's flipping on the walls all the time.
Yeah.
That guy drives me insane.
I was like, go do your handstands over there.
yeah.
And then
he's like puts his hands up and like crawls up the wall.
oh my God, he's psychotic. And
He's
he
a
yelled at
lunatic.
me, and I was just like, I'm sorry. You're doing gymnastics, and I'm in the way. I'm the bad guy. I was
Right.
like, what backwards LA world is this where Ringling Brother guys are like, hey, move it, pussy. And I'm like, where am I right now?
Put the weights down. I'm trying to crab
I
walk.
fantasize about kicking him when he's doing a handstand. I'm not even kidding you. I was like,
Kick the legs out.
oh no, his face. I was like, I wonder if I just ran up and kicked him right now. But I'm glad because after that happened, some guys came up to me. They go, "Oh, he yelled at me the other day," and I was like, "All right." But that's LA, where we're just like moving
fine.
around psychos and just brushing them under the rug. Like it's fine. He does that to everyone. You're like, why don't we do anything about this?
Have you seen the guy at the gym? I always try to get a photo of it to send to you because I was like, I wish Maddie could see this guy. But he'll wear like the really short shorts, and he has a tank top on that says "slut for butt."
Oh, slut for butts. It's like the
Nice.
Newport font.
I asked you not to tell people what I wore to the gym, Justin.
Yeah, Isaac's.
Love Everybody is great.
No, it's funny because there's another guy. Sorry, I know we're going off the gym stuff. There's a guy. He wore like a normal gym outfit. He wears a do-rag. He's white, the old guy.
yeah.
And he came up to me while he was working out, and he was like super nice. And I knew something was off, but we were kind of having a conversation. And then like 2 days later, like I saw him again, and I turned around, and he's wearing like a mesh tank, and his nipples are seeing through, and I was like, all right, we're not gonna like you ever like purposely just look down. I was like, I can't make eye contact, and I just saw him cornering people talking, and I was like, I love that they have no clue that this is gonna last probably 10 minutes.
Yeah,
it's such a good feeling.
That's why I love the headphones. Just put the headphones on. You're like, I don't hear anything. I don't see anything.
But
that's funny.
it's fun though. Yeah, you're a good gym guy. You got a trainer and all that shit.
Yeah, I got a trainer now.
Wow.
Look at me trying to stay. Yeah, but you're right. It's just like the anxiety. I just have to do something with all the free time and anxiety, and
that's how it is. All my stimulants.
Yeah, as I'm pounding coffee at 5 p.m.
I don't know how you do that. I mean, but
You don't drink coffee?
I do. It's funny. Lately I've just been like some months I'm like good where I can just like destroy caffeine and just like, and then like over the holiday break, I think because I was just chugging red wine like the whole time.
Nice.
One day I woke up and I had like heart palpitations. I mean, it's trying to enjoy my life, and
for you.
and I woke up and I started having like heart palpitations, and then I was just like, oh, I think it's just all my caffeine intake and drinking alcohol and all that stuff. So
I'm glad you mentioned the second part, so I didn't have to.
yeah, I mean,
Bring
it
it
is
up
both.
for
I
you.
mean, well, that's the thing. And then
Chugging red wine. I should stop having so many coffees.
well, I mean, you go on ChatGPT. I used Google and ChatGPT now. I love how you Google. It's like good cop, bad cop, where you go on Google, like you're dying, and then you go to ChatGPT, like, hey, Google said some scary things. Am I actually fine? They go, I know it's crazy, and it like kind of talks you off the ledge. And
Google's a little wild.
Google's just like, you're gonna die in your sleep, and then ChatGPT's like,
Yeah.
trying to spin it into bits because I was asking it joke ideas earlier, and I'm just like, it's like you should say something like my heart's bumping like a kangaroo. You're like, this isn't funny right now. I'm actually terrified.
ChatGPT is like the cool stepdad.
Oh, I kind of get off on going on ChatGPT, and like you'll ask it a couple of questions and it slowly stops understanding you, and then I'm like, what's your fucking problem? And I just yell. Like it's kind of fun to like yell at it because
Maddie's just chugging red wine, yelling at ChatGPT.
that's kind of like where I get off now. I guess because my relationship's so good, I go, I got to get this out somewhere.
You gotta yell at somebody.
Have you ever yelled? But it's funny because like,
I yell at Siri all the time.
thank you.
I love taking why.
No.
Which I thought of. I was like, man, isn't it kind of psychotic for like Siri to be a woman voice, and it's like training men to yell at a woman.
Yes.
Sometimes I say thank you.
Why don't they make a non-binary voice? Like, what does that sound like?
You can change the voice on
Yeah.
it.
You can?
Swap
Yeah.
it.
I won't listen to a woman. I changed mine to a man. all the time.
I don't want to yell at a British guy.
Mine's an Australian lady. Sometimes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the caffeine. I can't. I gotta chill. I'm trying to be good. I mean, you're healthy. You're in the mind relationship coach world. I'm trying to. I got this new app where it's basically you get like spark notes of books, so I can like, dude, I'm on this journey of just figuring shit out.
That's awesome.
Stop chugging red wine and yelling at your robots.
I mean, yes, I know.
He hasn't got to that part of the book yet.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
no, I haven't
Sorry.
drank. I haven't
Right.
drank since I'm doing dry January. I'm actually gonna just stop for a little bit, but no, it's fun. I have my audio book where there's like a Spark Notes thing, and it's after
But
a
what's
while.
the journey though? Because we've been talking about that's the whole theme of this whole season 1 arc of Foster the Podcast.
Of
is
what?
Like
What do you
just
mean?
getting better and working on yourself.
Oh
and,
my
like,
God!
What have you learned?
Basically, thing with like a lot of your shit, it seems self-induced, whether you know, because like with drinking, you sacrifice the fun to feel shitty for a week or arguably more because you're basically self-sabotaging all that crap. So I'm like, all right, we got to cut that out. And it starts to get in the way of being productive in this crazy-ass business. So I was like, all right, let me stop doing that. Obviously, we always been working out. And then 2, I feel like lately I've been catching myself where I'll be scrolling and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm literally on my phone to the point where it's like if like that drawer was Instagram and that one was TikTok and that one was Facebook. You're like opening them like, and nothing's in them.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is like crazy.
And
So
you close the drawer and then open it again.
and then you're like, maybe I missed something. And then you're like, oh, that's weird. So now I have my little audiobook thing, and I'm doing a lot of not self-help, but like it's fun. You like how to talk to people and shit.
Growth
Like
stuff.
I mean, dude, I'm bad at even listening. I'm like trying to get better because like sometimes I'll be on a podcast and somebody will say something and then I misunderstand them. Like I hear one thing and then I go back and like watch a part because I'm like, what happened there? And I just blatantly just didn't listen because I'm just fucking somewhere else. So,
Do you have a self-help book in the bedroom, in the living room, and in my backpack when I travel? Like 3 different ones at all times.
Three different books?
Yeah, at all times.
Nice.
Just
What's the
trying to,
bedroom one?
Huh?
What's the bedroom
The
one?
bedroom ones is erotica.
No way.
Self-help erotica?
Yeah. Your girlfriend recommended
What
it
to
to
say in the bed.
me. Yeah.
Self-help books. I mean, it's funny, though. Yeah, the erotic novel thing's crazy. Women
Does she
read
have
that.
like paper copies of it, or is it on her phone?
She has books. I didn't really, I mean, they're just, they're hardcover books. But I noticed she was reading one on her Kindle because we're on a flight and I look over and it's just like, something all thrusting. I'm like, what? I always say, her book's like an inch and a half thick. I go, that just goes to show how hard to get a woman off. It takes 358 pages. What's ours? Just one page?
Just boobs.
One page on a piece of paper that we drew the previous night.
You're right. My grandmother used to have those where it's the pirate with like the long hair and his shirt undone.
Just a man that
Doesn't exist
ever. But,
And
Wait.
most of the ones that are popular right now that women are all reading right now are like straight up fantasy. It's like elves and vampires.
yeah.
And like
So now you're
all
adding
sorts of shit like
cosplay
that.
of furries.
100%.
Because
Yeah.
it's an elf, it's fine.
Yeah.
But
Do you read them? I'm
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
That's so crazy.
And I do think it's really funny to think of 2 people sitting on a bench, like a girl with her hardcover book and a guy with like a hustler. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because there's horrifying things in these books. They're graphic as shit.
Or do they say like her tits were out? And put better than that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It is very graphic sex scenes in most of them.
I read the what is the fairy the
Lord of the
Court
Rings.
More specific. Yeah.
what is it? The
Thorn
Court-
and Roses?
Yeah, I read that book.
Yeah.
You read
Yeah.
that? You
Yeah.
read a
I had a
sex
chick
book.
was like, it's not a sex book. It's like a Harry Potter for women with like fairies.
Did
and
you
stuff.
did you feel something in the book though?
It moved a little bit.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying then.
Yeah.
That's a sex book.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your
That's the one that's by the bed.
your piece just moved.
Peace.
What do you want to call it? A penis? You look like a girl that calls a dick a penis.
I do not call a dick a penis.
Just picture calls it a
What do you call it?
member,
A
member.
devil stick? That's what you call it. You're like,
That's
get that
right.
devil stick away. Like, all right.
Do you get? It's funny that you brought that up about getting like her not wanting to watch it because I was showing
Watch what? I'm sorry.
or her reading. You're like it pisses you off that she's reading that.
I don't piss me off, but it's just it was more of like, okay.
Well, it's funny because I was really excited that you were coming on the show today, and I was showing some people. I was like, he makes these funny videos on Instagram. They're really great. And I showed them the one where the girl's using her vibrator, right?
The dancing one or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Oh, yeah.
And well, no, you're coming in.
It's coming in,
Yeah.
yeah.
But on the comments, there was someone who said, my ex hated that I used a vibrator.
Oh yeah, you always see that where it's like a battle of like guys being like, "Get that shit out of here!" And
Right.
Then, and then some guys being like, "I don't care, bring it."
Yeah, but I was
Put it
showing
in
it to
my
this
ass,
girl,
I don't
and then her friend was like, "Oh yeah, I had an ex who hated that I had a vibrator," which I thought was insane to me.
I mean, that's the most aggro thing on earth. If you're
Yeah.
like that thrown off by a girl, you're like, "Hey, buddy, clearly you're not doing anything."
Yeah.
I mean, that's one thing in past relationships. Where it's like, I can't. It's crazy to hear stories from girls where it's like guys would, finish, get their thing, and then just be done. You're like, oh, there's guys out there where like they'll do their thing and then not care.
That's it. Yeah,
it's
the night's
crazy,
over.
but yeah, I mean, I guess maybe in there they've just been scarred where she probably pulls it out so early. He's like, for fuck. Just like she pulls it out while he's getting undressed. He's like, just give me a second.
Let me at least
Let
try.
me try. I mean, I can see, but yeah, that's funny you said that because I've noticed that with a lot of like
your comments, there's
a lot of
those.
things like that where, the term girls use is teamwork or something like that, which I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I
Right.
mean, if anything, do it. That's great. I mean, it helps.
The jealousy is weird. If you're not bringing anything more to the table than a piece of machinery, then that's on you.
I mean, what are these
Pure and
guys
simple.
doing that's so bad? They're probably so bad, and it's just there must be some root.
Yeah.
Like you probably know, you can diagnose them with some fucked up shit. They probably suck at everything.
Yeah.
Imagine meeting those guys in sports. They just suck.
Yeah.
Across
Can't
the
throw a
board, and then
ball.
she takes that out, and it's just him having flashbacks of getting cut from baseball, and he's just like, "Get out of here!" It looks like a bat, kind of, and he's like, "Fuck, I can't."
Come on, Dad.
Yeah, he starts crying. Yeah, right. I'm fine. Bring that sucker out. Let's go.
I want to do the opposite. Like when a girl pulls out the vibrator, you just bring out a sex doll. Like, oh, we doing this?
Yeah. Sorry, you didn't really do it for me. That's a funny alternate. Like,
Yeah, you got a torso.
Yeah. She pulls her on him. Yeah, exactly.
The one with no head and no arms. Like,
blow-
oh, teamwork.
She's sitting there just
Pull
blowing
a
it up like.
giant penis out from under the bed. God.
Plug in the Wi-Fi.
No, you did good. I just gotta I gotta get mine now. Just fucking blowing it up in the corner.
Teamwork.
Yeah, it's called teamwork. Have you? No, that's a funny way to look at it. Yeah, I don't know stuff like that. But yeah,
All right, lightning round, because things that women can do that are sexy that guys can't do.
man, that's a tough question.
Really?
I mean, there are, but
It's so easy.
things that got.
Dude, I had a girl make me dinner in lingerie. Okay. And I'm watching. I'm like, if I cooked lasagna in lingerie, it wouldn't have the same.
Well, yes. Okay, let's take dinner. If you wore lingerie, I think that's what you're getting at. Because the dinner thing is a tough sell. Because I mean, guys cook, girls cook. So I generally was racking my brain. I go, as a favor. I mean, outside of sexual stuff, I'm trying to think like. I mean, I thought when I was like, I generally I'm kind of I'm wanting to
Really?
hear. I want to like hear yours.
What's yours?
See, I think it's anything physically sexual that is more sexy when a woman does it than when a man does it. But see, if my husband went in and cooked me a meal in his briefs, that would be hot as hell.
Really?
100%. I would absolutely think that was hot as hell.
Just whitey tighty.
It's funny because when I like, because I cook all the time, so it's like my brain couldn't. Like, I get the lingerie, but yeah, if I've rolled through in a thong,
Yeah.
I'd wake her up. I'm just burning myself on oil. Like, are you sure you want a BLT? Because this bacon's kind of fucking me up right now.
Just nipple pubes and ham.
I mean,
Things that women can do that guys can't do. It doesn't have the same effect. Like,
But I think like physical things,
physical, or like the girl like showing up with a case of beer wanting to play video games. Or
What?
a dude showing up with a case of beer wanting to play video games.
Yeah,
And
is that a sexy thing for a
if
woman?
a woman did it, it was like, you know.
Okay.
we're getting
so
a lot
we're
of
not talking
Justin.
in a-
We're hearing a lot of Justin's like, yeah, put on, Zelda outfit.
Okay.
She can do that. I can't.
Isaac.
Making a sandwich.
There we go. Let's get Isaac's face on this, and then he's just gonna be real polite with his answers. He's like, I mean, I can't. No, he's just like,
Make a sandwich.
make a sandwich.
Things women do for their man that
Ay,
isn't as sexy when a guy does it. Offer to be titty fucked.
I mean, for fuck's sake. But that, for a woman to do that to a man, it involves a strap on, an overweight man.
It's hot.
That is hot. I mean, if that's what you like.
I think we all read this question differently.
It's so good. Because I saw that and I was like, the lingerie made sense. I was like, okay, I get it. And then I was sitting there racking my brain and I'm like, I mean, one example, and I don't even know if that's funny, like a girl can leave like a cute note for a guy. But then I was like, guys, my guy brain, I can see a guy trying to write something funny. I thought of the Green Book where he was trying to write his wife's letters like, today was good, lunch was yummy.
Yeah.
And then he had to get help. So I was like, maybe that is kind of silly.
But if you could do that well, super hot.
Exactly.
You know what I
So
mean?
that's what I'm
Have
saying.
you ever tried to like write it's just like I feel so corny.
Dude,
You like
that's
leave
what you
like
got-
look cute note. I'm writing like you're so stupid. You're so like it's just so weird.
No, I just write. I love the way I watched you sleep for a half hour. I watched you sleep for an hour before I left.
Yeah, it's not weird.
I made a sandwich. I made you a sandwich.
See, now we're back on.
We're in a new world. I mean, Foster the podcast. We're in a new world where, the gender roles are doesn't matter, dude.
Yeah.
You can wear lingerie if you want to put on lingerie.
It wouldn't have the same effect though.
It would.
Because a woman,
guess
like,
what?
It's the
Turn me on.
it's the physical aspect, right? You're watching a girl, like being beautiful, like making food, like.
I don't think that would turn me on. I'll be honest. I'm like, she was like in lingerie, just cooking. I'd be like, because my brain, I'd be like, you're kind of burning it. What are you doing? Like, I'd be watching the cooking.
You cook.
I love cooking so much. I'd be like,
Turn the fillet.
yeah, you twist it. You're doing the. What are you doing over there?
my
That's
God.
me, like in a nutshell, where I'm like kind of micromanage like things that I like so much. Where that in particular task, I'd be like,
Yeah.
I mean, this.
Bottle it up, scream at Alexa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But women
fuck.
like personality stuff. Women like intelligence. You know what I mean? You can't really physically show. I don't know. That's why I shave my head so you can see more of my brain. You know what I mean?
They do like a soft side, I guess. But I think the physical side helps. I mean, call it what you want. I mean, when a guy does a physical thing for a girl, it's still
Yeah.
like, carrying waters inside. Women can do it. They're single. They figure it out when we're not there.
Yeah.
But when a man strong man like you
Oh boy.
does it in lingerie.
Right. Yeah.
Some people like that.
Making guacamole in a garter belt.
Dude, I make my girlfriend guac all the time. See, I like doing that for her. My love language is like doing nice things, so that's why I get off. I make her food every single night.
Do you really?
I cook everything. She does breakfast just because, but like every other meal, I generally
Don't finish that just because what?
because it's quick. I mean,
She's a woman.
yeah, cook breakfast and then I cook the rest of the meals all day. I don't know how to do that whole inconsiderate shit.
Matty, you used to be such an asshole. I feel
I
like
know.
I
See,
can't
I don't
even be
think I
mean
was.
to you anymore.
I love it.
I mean, I think for the entertainment purposes, your character can come off like that, but it's fine. No, I'm a 45-year-old man. I deserve. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
You look great.
Yeah. No, I like doing shit like that. I've always liked doing shit like that, but when you're getting screamed at by ex-girlfriends, you're like, you know what, bitch? I'm gonna cook dinner for my damn self.
Meal for one. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I cooked. I made sausage the other day. I like doing old man shit now. I got a sausage maker, and I just crank out links now.
Nice.
That's fun.
I like new Matty cranking out links.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cranking out links.
Dude, I just bought on Amazon, I just got a pineapple cutter. That's my life now. It's coming tomorrow. And guess what? I'm fucking excited for that. That's when your life starts to get just dumbed down to like once you stop doing all that dumb shit. I get it. There's a point in time where that makes sense.
Hell yeah.
Now you get to fucking get horny over a pineapple cutter. That's fun.
Put on some lingerie.
You're telling us,
Yeah, dude.
the sober people, like
Dude,
I
next
get
time
so
I'm on here,
excited.
I'm gonna bring some homemade sausage.
Yeah. See, that's how you become the repeat guest again.
Hey,
Yeah.
just keep feeding you guys.
Pineapple
Yeah.
and sausage.
Yeah.
Somebody said that the other day, like Justin is so easily pleased. I mean, it's like I just get like it just doesn't take a lot.
Your ex-girlfriend's like, really? Come on, hit the bell. That was funny. That was silly.
Oh,
I forgot what happened. It was like somebody like brought me a coffee or something, and I was like, oh, it's like perfect. I'm like, this is like the best day
I
ever.
love shit like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that's what COVID I think taught us, where it's like when you like recalibrate all that crap, little things like, not to talk about COVID because I feel like it's been beat to death, but like when you like recalibrate that shit, like eating a sandwich in a parking lot, you're like, this is the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, it really
and now
is.
I do shit like that where I try, and I think that's why I like the gym and eating healthy. You strip away all that crap, and then like at night when I go home and have a Diet Coke, I'm just like, you fucking slut. Like, I love that. I like that because it heightens the little things, so you find joy rather than like if you were to eat McDonald's every day. Like, yeah, you eat it once a month, you're like, this is so good, and if you did it every day,
Yeah, totally.
I like that. That's like fun.
Yeah, but I think you strip away all the excitement, right? Where you're like waking up, where's my car? I'm hungover. Who did I call? You take away
there's
all
just-
that chaos, and you just get centered, and like just little things are like
Dude, it's great.
I just get
Delightful.
pleased, right?
Yeah.
I had a coffee the other day. I had my dog like at my feet, and I was just like, life is great. I don't need anything else.
You don't need a fucking
You know?
whatever. You don't need a girl making
Nothing.
you lingerie food. You need your dog at your feet with your
Mike.
cappuccino.
You know?
That's funny. Yeah, I spend fucking all day watching. Sorry, I still swear. That's one thing. Maybe you can teach me that. I say the F word. I don't know. It's
me.
just like so automatic. Well, you're a life coach. You can train my life to not say the F word, right?
I don't know. I haven't figured that one out
I'm
yet.
gonna give you a Yelp review. Like, she's good until you talk about swearing, and then she
but she
panics.
cusses a lot.
You should hear when the check bounces.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I like little shit. I watch like an hour of YouTube videos on how to make pizza dough. That's fun.
Yeah.
This is gonna get 0 views, and I think this is fun. Anyways,
Can we play our
let's
our
hear
call?
this psycho calling in.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your headphones on.
What's the number, Isaac, for people that want to call?
Is there a little preface to this, or are we just gonna
we're gonna listen to it.
just straight up?
Isaac, what's the hotline?
The number is 323-272-3908.
Ooh, smooth jazz voice.
Hey,
Isaac, I like that.
thank you.
Call in with all your
I
relationship
can't
questions.
hear anything.
I had it all prepped and it just logged me out, so it's going to take a second.
That's all right.
Okay,
You do have a nice voice. Wow, you
Thank you.
got a face for radio.
I sure do.
It's our producer, Isaac Abrams. He's everything that we were
Two
talking
old
about.
names smashed together. His
Isaac
mom's like, "Can I
Abrams.
get 2 colonial names for my son?"
Isaac, I do feel bad. We were talking about everything that you are that we're not anymore, and you're just sitting over there taking it. we strip away the chaos and the drinking, and then you're like, I did that on
He's
Friday.
just absorbing it like the aliens in Space
I have been
Jam.
fully ignoring this conversation and doing other things.
He's been looking up the fairy erotica we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the phone call.
Help! Crap.
Hey, this message is for Justin and Kristie. So, I've gone on a couple dates with this guy, and one of the dates he was running late, so he shared his location with me so I could see in real time when he'd be arriving. But instead of clicking share only once, he clicked share all the time. And now I'm obsessed. Now I can't stop checking his location. Last night, I checked to see where he was, and he was at a strip club. Do I bring this up? Do I say nothing? What should I do?
Ooh.
I love that.
Ooh.
Never tell the truth.
Ooh.
Let it ride.
Right.
I mean, my first question, let's step back. Was the date good? Are you going to continue with this guy? I think in both scenarios, it's kind of funny just to keep watching it.
So there's a share location temporarily and then a full time. So he left it on full and she can't stop checking it.
I mean, poor guy.
You got to set him up with a lead-in question to make him lie to you.
Like, where were you at last night?
Yeah, or something like,
Well,
how was your night last night?
Like I said, I'm curious. Are they still an item? I mean, that would then yield the creepy questions unless she's just out of the blue. Like, what are you doing right now? And he's like, I'm grocery shopping. She's like, the fuck you are.
At Showgirls?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tough not to check. That would be so
Want to hear
tough.
something fun? Speaking of that, on Snapchat, not to sidebar, there's a similar feature where on Snapchat, some people have it activated because they don't know. But if on Snapchat, if you zoom out, you see the country of America and people you follow, it shows their exact location.
Really?
And my
Ooh.
buddy's wife, who cheated on him, is kind of a piece of shit. We watch her to see where she is, and every now and then we'll screenshot and be like, "Where's this fucking asshole going?" So that's someone we know, and it's for security purposes for our friend. But this woman, I mean, I think she should just keep it going until it's not fun anymore.
That's
This sounds like something you hear in a true crime where she's like, yeah, and then I saw it, and then now she's actually the lead investigator to this.
right.
And what are you going to, if they are still dating and they do get more serious and he does go somewhere, what's the conversation like? Well, I've secretly been stalking you for months on
Right.
this app, and now
By the
I'm
way.
mad that you went to the place. You know what I mean? You can't even it's not even admissible in the court of yelling at people.
Yeah, because especially if you're just sort of kind of dating, right? And you're not exclusive, he's allowed to go to strip clubs.
Right.
You kind of invaded his privacy. But
Right.
it's also
I love how we're reading. We're already siding with the girl. Let's think about this. What if she was bad on the date? He did that by accident, and now this sociopath's like, hey, what do you do at the grocery store? Just stalking his life. Because we're doing it oh, that's silly, but you're like, what if the date went so bad, and now for his sanity?
But that's my point, is that it's on her. What's she going to do this and then tell him? What if they are dating? Tell him 6 months, I've been watching you all
This
this
is
time.
a romantic
I never told
comedy.
you.
If this was a romantic comedy, we'd be like, oh, that's so cute, and she's so courageous. But if it was the other way around, they'd be like, jail, 10 years.
dude, I would do stuff just to mess with her. I would just park in front of Planned Parenthood all day.
No.
No, it's funny. I bet if she
No,
did.
no, you leave your phone in her closet.
Oh, that's funny. And then you take a picture somewhere else or of someone. That's
She checks the location. It's under her bed.
You leave it in the bushes outside.
The gender swap of this is a nightmare.
It's psychotic to
Is
think
an
about.
absolute
You're right.
nightmare for sure.
If he's checking her location
But you know
wherever
what's
she
crazy?
goes.
I bet if it didn't work out or whatever, she's trying again, and she saw he was at a park or whatever, and she went there and it worked, and someday she found out or he found out that she did that. I bet, as a guy, I bet you'd be like, all right,
Yeah,
because guys are just like that,
right.
Everything's
100%.
fine.
But the girl would be like, I swear to God, there's a movie like this. Is there not a movie where they're like? I feel like every rom-com, someone's getting stalked at one point.
Right. Playfully
Playfully,
stopped.
hey.
You're right. If the roles were reversed and he shows up on the same aisle at her at Gelson's, it's weird.
She's listening. She's like, "This is how it was
Yeah.
going to pan out."
Yeah.
I don't know what's the solution. I'd say turn it off because that's hard
100%.
not to check.
Yeah.
All right,
and
now
she's
let's be
also-
real people. Lady, leave it on. What are you doing? That's funny. Leave it on, and you could show your friends look at this Fucking psychopath.
But it's not. If she's checking it all the time, that's time she's spending figuring out where this dude is going instead of dating other people. Or
how do you know? We don't know that. She maybe on the spectrum of checking it, maybe she's kind of like right here, and then she goes on a date. Like, you want to see something fun? Imagine sitting across from groceries. You want to hear something funny? So I got a date, and I know this guy's location, and then she just shows you. I'd be like, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
You should like ping him and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Or they should like pretend to go near him.
Two movies where the stalker falls in love with the lead lady is Say Anything from 1989 and The Notebook from 2004.
Yeah.
The Notebook. See, I've never seen The Notebook. I don't know.
Wait, really?
No. Did you read that as well?
Yeah, it's by my bedside.
Yeah, that's the bathroom book. That's the shower book.
That's my shower
so when
book.
you cry, you can't tell.
Interesting. I don't know. It's like what you were saying, the way you check social media. That's probably the way she checks the location.
I bet it's addicting.
she said, I can't stop checking his
See,
location.
my listening, I guess I zoned out the can't stop part.
I can't stop checking his location. That's an instant delete.
I'll defer to the life coach on this. I mean, I think it's funny, but maybe chill out.
It is weird her showing people on a date, like, look where he's at right now. You know, she's dating
It's
other
fucked
guys.
up.
Yeah.
I mean, if that the strip
You know
club,
what
you're like, was he really there? That's kind of funny.
Right. You know what happened? He's just picking up his ex-wife. You know what happened to me?
Or his
the other
real
day?
wife.
His real
currently.
his girlfriend.
Yeah, he's like ex-wife.
Dude, we were having. Oh my God, we were hanging out the other night, and it was me and two dudes and a woman, and we were having. Yeah,
sounds about right.
Put that in your novel.
Yeah.
One of the women, she had a date the next day with a guy she met on Tinder, and she's passing her phone around to the guys to be like, "Is this dude short? Like, how tall do you think this guy?" And in my head, I'm like, "This dude's probably like so excited he's got a date
Just
tomorrow.
go.
He's shaving. He's got." And she's like, "How tall do you think he is?"
Oh my God! Just go on the effing.
How
date.
tall did it say he was?
He looked short. Because she was like, "What about this picture?" Because there's like a plant behind him, and you're like, he looked pretty.
Now they're
you know,
Googling average size of ficus plant. It seems mature. There's no.
Yeah.
They're now becoming, you know.
But I just felt so bad for the dude who's probably has no idea that his profile is being passed around a breakfast restaurant in Burbank.
That sucks.
Laying out his tiny pants and his little shirt.
He's ironing them. You ever see those videos where everything's tiny and he's just like, tomorrow's gonna be so good. It's so funny because hearing that,
Swallow it.
yeah.
He's ironing his little tiny socks.
Boy,
I have a date tomorrow.
short guys just get burned alive in life.
It's
I mean,
so brutal.
It's so. I mean, like everyone just. It's so sad.
I thought bald guys had it bad. And you're like, dude, short it trumps all.
What if she wrote back, "Sorry, I can't go on the date. You're short." He goes, "It's cool. Me and my friends agreed. You're fucking fat." And then she'd be like, "Oh my God." And like, "Oh, so my dwarfism is fine." See? That's how that would work.
I guess guys do that. Hey, she's got a lot of angles. How is she big?
I suppose. I mean, go on with all due respect, people on Tinder, your beggars can't be choosers. Go on the date.
Oh my
Figure it
God.
out. What do you mean? They're like gonna nitpick it to death. You've made it plans. Go on the date. Be adults. Figure it out in real life. For all you know, you like the person. What would you recommend that person do? Not go on the date?
No, of course go on the date. You
Yeah.
thought he was cute enough to make a date with him
Thank
in
you.
the first place.
Kristie's
I
crying.
am
You're
I'm
crying.
absolutely crying. I have no height preference whatsoever. I do think it's weird how into height people are. I do
Yeah.
think
kinda-
it's bizarre.
I think it's so crazy. I mean,
It's like when women put on the dating apps like their height preference on there. It's like,
that's insane.
yeah.
But I think they're also trying to do it just to be, seem cool. But I mean, would you date a woman that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Have you dated a woman?
Have I dated a woman?
Yeah.
Once or twice.
That's tall. A tall woman.
No, not taller than me. No.
Is there a height preference for men? I mean,
I'd feel safe if
Would
she
you
was
ever?
taller than
Would
me.
you ever date a little person? Zoom in on his face right now.
I don't know. Justin's pretty open-minded.
Yeah, I think I would.
You seem like a guy that would roll through with a
hold hands.
Yeah.
dwarf.
Show up to the comedy store, just swinging hands.
Yep. I think absolutely.
I would love that. Yeah, I don't know. I think people on paper are very picky, but then I think when it comes down to it, but they see that person, in my opinion, the girl, like what is she scared of?
I think just being maybe misled Because
I mean, that's true.
I will say, looking at the photos, it is very calculated.
One of the pictures, he's hanging from a basketball hoop. You're like, all right, you didn't dunk.
You can see his friend's hands on his legs.
Like, they're strings.
Yeah.
You're not jumping that.
You could tell that there was the photos were very calculated to not really show.
I mean, I get it. In the dating app world, every photo's so misleading.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like social media just on a dating app. When you go on someone's Instagram, you're like, you're not this cool in real life. I mean, we all know. So I get there has to be some level of kind of double checking.
But physically, what's the worst case scenario?
Yeah,
you go out to dinner with someone that you're not sexually attracted to?
And he most likely buys it all. I mean, let's
you
be
get
honest.
A booster high chair, and you guys have a good day.
You go to Burger King, he gets a crown. You have to fish him out of the ball pit because it's too deep. Justin, how tall are you? What are you, 5? Are you 5'10"?
I'm 5'10".
Oh, you're lucky.
I barely made the cut.
Cutting the crosshairs.
I almost got both.
No, I like short men.
Oh, God.
Look, a short guy.
Fishing him out of the ball pit at Burger King is insane.
Imagine that. Those are deep. I saw a YouTube video of a woman getting hoisted out with like straps. Because she won the ball pit and couldn't get out. The ball pit at Burger King. What planet am I on? You guys are so LA, you don't go to Burger King? All right. I'm on this new mission to just be a normal person and go to Burger King's.
I don't ever go inside.
You've never jumped in a ball pit at Burger King and got a rash? Okay.
Oh my God, we've lost.
You do work in
lost
West
it.
Hollywood at Sir. You fucking.
You've lost it.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
Know what I'm jealous of short guys though? I feel like you're relatively tall. They have an ability, going back to the gym thing, to look like more jacked. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm jealous of. Like, the taller you get, it's so hard to like visually look like you're kind of stocky. Them
compacted down.
They're just compacted. They got pushed down.
Is there an issue with putting like what you're looking for on the dating apps? Is that a problem?
I don't think there's a problem.
No
with
short guys, no bald guys, no fat chicks.
I was going to say, there's not a problem with preference, but there's just a problem with being an asshole.
Well, know what the irony of putting what you're not interested in? Hey, aren't you the one swiping, you jackass? That's how you be like, no girls with blonde hair. It's like, why are you saying that like you're not in control of the swiping? Why don't you just put things that make you look good and genuine?
Oh, like don't swipe on a short guy.
I mean, that's like me being like,
yeah.
Hey, I don't eat this. It's like, okay, then don't go there.
Right.
Like,
right.
That's my argument. Single people are fucking crazy. They start to just, the pickiness. Like, I mean, it's interesting being at this age where you have friends in like their mid to late 30s or whatever that have been just single for so long. I'm like, you need to just get in a relationship just to see what it's like. Because they get so single, I feel like the fear of commitment is a genuine fear that no one like acknowledges. And you're like, they do weird things like that. Like, well, I don't want that. Or you're like, I think there's more to this than meets the eye.
Yeah.
Just fucking go on a date, get a girlfriend, and then figure out what's going on with
you get to get in the game at some point.
Yeah.
I mean, I have friends that literally like have had like one or no girlfriends, and you're like, they're so picky. And I'm like, I think you're just scared to, they think they're going to make the wrong decision. I know, we've all been there, right? When you're about to call a girl or your girlfriend, you're kind of like checking all the boxes, like, should I do this? And then you have to just do it and trust your gut.
Yeah.
But I was kind of wondering that about the story you told of someone passing around, like, does he seem short to you? Is that something that people just do before going on these dates to set the expectation low in case it doesn't go well because so many of them before have it? Like, is it a thing to kind of like tamper the excitement to begin with? Yeah,
it's being like, oh, it's good. It's gonna. I don't want to get caught off guard with the suckiness. Let me preemptively,
or if the other person doesn't call, it doesn't matter anyways. He wasn't my type, kind of thing. That self-protection thing that we do.
Right.
That's why I don't do any dating apps or anything. I like to meet people in real life because I don't want to waste my time. Like,
why? What's wasting your time? I mean, it's still a good outlet.
I know, but
there's walking up to people at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, why not? There's so much other stuff that you can do with your time when you meet somebody in real life. Then you can go, all right, this is somebody I do when I like go to Burger King with, or this is somebody that I want to spend an hour with.
I think too. Wouldn't you rather like on dating apps, people can look way better in pictures than real life, and then there's these phenomena where people look worse in the photo and then way better in real life. What do you want to meet someone in real life where you don't even have to worry about the photo thing? And
Right.
you're like, why don't you see them right away and
Yeah.
get it? I mean, that's
kind of what I think.
But I think a lot of people, I think a lot of people can use it as a tool, though. I don't know how the dating apps work, so pardon me if this isn't the way that it works.
She hasn't had one in years.
But can't you narrow down the pool of kind of who you're talking
there's
to
like
and who you're
parameters.
looking
That's
at?
that's the funny thing. There's like parameters and all that crap.
There's
I
height.
think so.
You can scroll the
You got to
height.
pay for the upgrade. So
Oh,
the,
yeah?
the free versions, you don't get to like go, I like blondes, I like talls. You got to pay for that.
Talls.
Yeah, you want to be selective? You got to buy more tokens on Hinge. Imagine you just overdraw your bank account because of tokens on Hinge.
Oh my god.
That's fucked up. They actually make you pay too. What it's?
That is, yeah.
I mean,
I guess dating services you got to pay for.
Yeah.
no, but Jesus Christ, I don't know. That makes
I'm just saying, if you're busy or if you just moved somewhere, if there's some reason that you're not like able to connect with people, using it as a tool, what's a big deal? If you're able to.
Yeah. It's good.
Let's do some live swipes with J Foss.
Oh my God, I just download apps right now and swipe on it.
For the very first time.
That should be every episode. You have to swipe 5 times,
Just
and then this girl has to show up one day and realize
she has to show
you
up
met
as the
because
guest.
of an episode on a podcast.
We go out
One of the
and
craziest thing, I swiped on you because I was trying to get a clip for Instagram. Yeah. And here we are.
Sorry.
we go out and then I interview
She's
her
like,
after
are you
the date.
wearing risers on your shoes? He's like, I'm not short. I've seen those. Have you seen guys, speaking of short guys,
shape
ones
ups?
wearing the fucking the internal high heel?
See?
And this guy, I've seen him. He's a comedian. I've kind of seen him around. This is like years ago, but like they wear them, but like they don't wear baggy enough pants. And I'm like, I shouldn't see that much of your heel. It's like, imagine seeing the bottom of your heel like at the top of the shoe. I
Right.
go, what's in that damn shoe of yours?
Right.
And they're walking like kind of like storks. It's like all like off balance and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like girls will want, you meet a guy and then he takes his shoes off and he drops like 4 inches.
They're like, what happened?
But then guys do that thing now where they get their femurs extended.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
God.
Where like there's a surgery where like they put these like cranks in your bones on your legs, and then like every like month, I'll say, they twist it a little, and it basically like medieval tortures your legs
Great.
longer.
Great.
That's crazy. See what women do to guys. We go to lengths of
Okay.
like literally Renaissance torture.
Absolutely not. Will I stand for this conversation?
Isaac, do you know what I'm talking? He's
No,
jerking
he's
off. All
done.
right. Have you ever seen that where guys get their like
Yeah,
femurs?
I used to be
they're-
5'6".
No.
He's like, apply that to other parts of your body, and yes, I've gotten it done.
He's got a crank on his crank.
Yeah.
There is someone out there that is attracted to everything. There's someone out there for everyone. You do not need to stretch your femurs. There's someone who is going to like a guy who's 5'5". There's many people out there that are going to be attracted to somebody. You do not need to stretch your femurs or any of the crazy stuff that women do.
I would
to
read that
themselves.
book. If you wrote that
Yeah.
book with all that of like, stop doing you don't see books or anything where they're like being that blunt. Like, it doesn't matter.
Right. Hey,
doesn't
put
matter.
that down.
Don't
should be-
fly to Turkey to get hair plugs. They don't work anyways.
I know, right? It's always turkey.
They always look like little doll hairs.
Oh God, my biggest pet peeve is the guys that get the hair transplants and then they start rocking their hair like it's been like that forever. I'm like, I still want a little shame. Don't just start like flowing it around like you're just some natural head of hair. I'm like, bitch, we
Stay
know,
humble.
you got a passport for that head. Like, chill.
You
But
had
I
to get
get-
a passport. You had to get a vaccine. You had to get on a plane.
Yeah, I mean, if I get LASIK, I'm not doing this every time I look. Like Cyclops.
Do you have any? Do you have any relationship or any life issues that you want to bring to Kristie for this segment of the show?
I think he can ask some.
I have a tendency to micromanage. I mean, and I generally I catch myself doing it, but sometimes there's things where I have to release control. I like being in control, and I do. I mean, I will let my girlfriend obviously do whatever, but like sometimes I can catch myself being a little like micromanagey, and I can see it's annoying because it's interesting when you do something and you don't realize it, and then like I'll go home and my mom does that exact thing to me because I clearly got the quality from her,
Right.
And I would literally turn to my girlfriend like, I do that to you and I'm very sorry.
Right.
So that's one where it's like there's certain things, like even the cooking. I generally like cooking, so that's not maybe one, but like there's just some shit where I'm just kind of like, yeah, just do it like how I just said it. And I need to realize that's not safe or healthy. Not safe, but not healthy, just at least.
I have that exact same ism, real bad, and it got really bad when I had kids, because now I'm super protective of my kids, especially since they were sick and all that stuff. So I'm super protective of them. So I'm really controlling about how things go with my kids. So I've had to learn that skill of like starting small with things that I'm least uncomfortable with, handing them off to people, and then handing them off to people and then kind of making it bigger and bigger. You have to train yourself that it's safe to trust the people around you to do certain things. And a big conversation that my husband and I had was like, I would ask him to do, I would finally like relinquish control of something and give it to him to do. And I would say, just make sure you this, and this. And he wouldn't do one of the things. And I'm like, hey, if I'm going to trust you, I'm going to let you do your thing. But if I say something out loud, it's because it is very important to me. So it's kind of like that back and forth trust type of thing of just very slowly, inch by inch, passing it over to the other person.
But doesn't that seem like you being like, I want you to do this and do this, and this? That's like, is that still like...
It's 100% still too controlling, but that's where I'm at.
Yeah,
you know
funny.
what I mean? Like that's
you let him get 2 of 4 correct, and you're like, all right,
Close enough.
It's a pass-fail now, not grading on it.
Because it's just building trust. And me, like I'm super afraid to fly, and we were just talking about this. Like the longer I go without flying, the scarier that it is. But
Really?
yes,
Yeah, you're scared of that shit too.
I don't like it.
yeah.
I love it.
But what I started doing back when I was okay flying is like I would fly from here to Sacramento or here to sit, like I would fly these really small little flights. And then once I did it enough times, the fear started to melt away, so I could do it more often.
You fly to really shitty cities, so then you can.
Really
you're like, actually, I want to go to the better one that's further away.
100.
I went to Sacramento 45 times to get ready for Hawaii. Like, nice.
Oh, well, dude, I think that's a great way to end it. Thanks for being does that help at all?
That's great. No, I know, I get it. It's a
Inch by
trust
inch.
thing. It's a trust thing to some degree, I think, and just not really giving up.
I'm the same
Realizing-
way. I don't like to give up control on some things, and some things I will absolutely give up control over. But yeah, there's some things I just can't.
And I don't want to even use the word wrong, but if she did it how she wanted to do it, so it doesn't end. It's not the end of the world. But
It's not.
My brain, I think, in this business, you train to just kind of be a psycho and want everything done a certain way, but.
Well, the thing with comedy is everything is out of your control, right? Minus the act, you can't control.
Well,
the
that's
venue,
why the act is,
audience.
but the
you
act
can't-
is hyper anal.
Yeah.
So we're like anal across the board. Then at one point we have to be like, okay. But then that, that's why even like going back with the joke writing is essentially you bitching and complaining and picking things apart and finding the bad things in them. And then you do that for all day long for joke writing. And then you go to like your relationship. You're like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like break it apart to like, you can do it in the like surface level, but like,
right.
That's the thing with joke writing. I'm like, oh, you just find the shitty things and everything, which is funny until you don't want to do that. And then you're like, all right, this is like crazy.
It's hard to turn it off when you're just around people. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So anyways,
awesome. Dude,
thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming
Number
back on.
6.
Number
You guys are the
6.
best. Yeah, I'll be back in a week. I'm just gonna,
bring sausage and pineapple.
dude, fresh. The pineapple thing's good. Sausage, though, I swear to God, I'll bring some.
All right.
And we'll enjoy my sausage on air.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
And I just winked at the camera.
He's back, everybody.
Let's go.
Matty Chymbor, everybody. Thanks for coming on. Dude, we
for
really
having me.
appreciate it.
Yes, of course.
Um,
I'm sharing my location with everyone.
Perfect.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.